Hello and welcome to Ginger Welsh Allotments. This is the first episode and my name is Bethan. This is Anwen, my daughter. I have an allotment a short distance away from the house, but as I have two little small children, it's quite awkward to have the time to get over there. So I'll be showing you what I've managed to accomplish this year and my container pots and my greenhouse. My greenhouse is here. And I'll give you a quick tour of that. And the idea of this channel is for me to get as much advice and help of you, the viewers, as I possibly can. So please watch this and write in the comments below. Thank you. So this is my small greenhouse. I'll show you what it looks like from far away. And my son and daughter bought me this for Mother's Day this year, so I'm very pleased with it, and I filled it full of plants as quick as I could, and I still ended up growing stuff on the windowsill. So here we have some chilli plants. Yeah, I got orange chilies there, and this smaller pot, I didn't need to pot these on really, are red chilies. And they are starting to get flowers on them, so I do really need to pot them up. And back here we have red peppers, so that's what I'm growing in here. Oh, and there's a couple of rhubarb plants growing there, because I'm trying to get my rhubarb patch going over the allotment. Here we have some winter cabbage and cauliflower, which needs to go over the allotment once it's a bit bigger, but I haven't had much success. I think the weather has been too warm and they've got overly warm in the greenhouse, because some of them have gone all spindly and they're no good, but some of them have grown, so I don't know what to say about that. Down there is my dill. I need to cut the flowers off them, so it's gone to seed. Well, not seed, but started growing flowers. Back here we have some leeks. I've grown my leeks in clumps, so they'll go in 3 or 4 per little bit. And I've been told off YouTube that if you plant in 3 or 4 clumps, and the same with beetroot, then you'll get smaller veg, but it should be sweeter veg. So that's hopefully, fingers crossed about that. And again, here we have some lettuce. I've got planted 10 lots, and I've got 5 healthy ones by the look of it. I don't know why. Thank you, Anwen. Anwen just stole one of the pots. Right, lovely. So that's my greenhouse anyway. As I just showed you my greenhouse, here are my container pots. Container growing, because I just don't have time to clear over the allotment, to clear the soil away, well, clear the weeds away. So a few things I've grown this year in containers, just to try growing stuff really, and then hopefully this coming winter I'll get a good spurt on and clear a lot more over the allotment. So maybe next year these tubs will be more flowers in them than vegetables, and all my vegetables will grow over the allotment. So I'll take you through what I've got here. This is my little rosemary plant, which I'm hoping to take a few cuttings off later on this year. This tree, I have no idea what it is. My father-in-law gave me a load of fruit trees last year when he moved, and all the tags got lost off them, and no fruit has grown on them, so your guess is as good as mine. I'm going to hard prune it back in the winter and see if anything comes off it next year, and if not, then I think it'll have to be bye-bye tree. I've got a couple of trees like that. I'll show you as I go along. Here's a big pot of nasturtiums. Got one little flower come along there. Here's my 2 pots of carrots, which I'm going to plant some more carrots. But I planted them in the pots predominantly because I get a lot of carrot fly over the allotment and I haven't really got time to faff about with things over there, so I want them to grow and grow well, so I've tried them in pots this year anyway. Here's my tumbling tomatoes and a couple of tomato cordons, beginning to get a bit of fruit on them, a bit of flower on them, sorry, which will hopefully turn into fruit soon. There's my pot of mint, which I grew from seeds, so that's doing well. And this is my Swiss chard, my coloured chard is meant to be, but there seems to be many colours on there at the moment. All seems to be quite green. Here's another of those trees I was talking about. Oh, now here's some radish which I've started picking, and some rocket, but I think, and there's lettuce and marigolds, but I think the lettuce and rocket might have suffered a bit too much with the really warm weather we've had. Here's some more tumbling tomatoes along with some green beans, which are starting to get some beans going now. Back there we have a lettuce and a cucumber and some spring onions, which are not really growing very well. There's another cucumber in that corner. I don't think the cucumber's going to last very well this year. Another of the trees, which I'm not sure of, have no fruit on, but plenty of leafage. And here's my strawberry plants, which I rescued, and I put in this pot mainly to get runners off, really, so I can produce more plants which will go into my bed over the allotment. Here's a tomato plant which I hastily bought from B&Q, and there's some runner beans which I had left over, didn't fit over the allotment, with some spring onions and lettuce growing there. Here I have some sunflowers, and up in the hanging baskets I've got more tumbling tomatoes, which I'm afraid have suffered severely with the wind, so the poor little things are shivering up there. I don't know how they're going to cope really, but that's it really. That's what I've got growing over here in containers. Oh, I'll just show you the fruit around the back. So here I have my gooseberry plant, which, as you can see, is quite ripe with gooseberries at the moment, which is great. This is the biggest crop of gooseberries I've had off them since we've lived here, and we've lived here about 3 years now. And this is my very overgrown, unpruned grapevine, which, to be honest, I think I need to take some severe action with. There we are, we've got a couple of grapes going on there now, as you can see, but I really do need to prune it back, and I've not really pruned before, so I'm not entirely sure what it is I'll be doing, but I'll have a look on YouTube and see, and next year hopefully, well, this coming winter, I'll move the grapevine over to the allotment and build a better structure for it to grow up. And here we have some smaller gooseberry bushes, which again I inherited from my father-in-law a couple of years ago, and also a couple of more grape plants which I inherited from my father-in-law, and they've got some grapes growing on them too, but I really need to net them because last year I had grapes growing and then all of a sudden they disappeared, so I reckon the birds had them. And I forgot to mention the humongous apple tree that is growing in our garden. Seems to be growing alright at the moment. I do need to thin them out, but whether I'll get a chance to do that I do not know. And these apples do suffer quite badly from some maggots in them, which I'm not really sure how to treat. So anyone out there got any comments and advice on that, I would love to hear from you, because we have a big crop, as you can see, and a lot of it goes no good because the maggot gets in the middle and then they just fall on the floor rotten. So any advice would be gladly received. Thank you very much.